if you hear it. It's the only goddess with a message from spirit. What's coming down from the divine spirit guides, ancestors now? What's coming down? I don't know why I just did all that extraness, but what's good, y'all? Happy Moonday. I popped in to do a Moonday message for the week ahead. It's January the 3rd through the 9th. I believe that's the week ahead, the 3rd through the 9th. So I'm going to be doing a Celtic cross utilizing my Moonology oracle cards. And all right, let's get into it. Current present energy, prosperity lies ahead, new moon in Taurus. The challenge, a win-win outcome is forecast, full moon in Libra. Past, emotions are running high, supermoon. Recent past, it's time to release negativity, full moon in Scorpio. Outcome, if nothing changes, luck is on your side, new moon in Sagittarius. Path to the future, a time to give rather than take, new moon in Virgo. Don't let your pride get in the way, full moon in Leo. For more information you need to know, more information on the situation, your hard work is paying off, new moon in Capricorn. And we just are literally, still in our new moon in Capricorn energy. Happy new moon to you all. And I hope you utilize this energy to set your intentions for this year and everything that you have that you are trying to manifest and bring into life. Okay, for hopes and fears, we have balanced spirituality and practicality, full moon in Pisces. And the final outcome, expect powerful change, new moon eclipse. Wow. And it's funny, the new moon eclipse in Sagittarius that passed, that came by last month, and we have the new moon in Sagittarius and the new moon eclipse down here. So a lot may have changed for you, from December 4th and on, because that was when the new moon in Sagittarius went down. At the bottom of the deck, conclusions are within reach, full moon eclipse. Damn, and the full moon eclipse, I believe, was in Scorpio. I believe it was in Scorpio, and we have the full moon in Scorpio down here. So wow, a lot of conclusions are coming, if they haven't already. A lot of truths, a lot of, long for answers, a lot of, realizations, a lot of seeing things for what they are, seeing people for who they are. I feel like, because like I said, it's several zodiac signs. You have Scorpio, Taurus, Libra, Sagittarius, Leo, Capricorn, Pisces. So these placements could be significant to you. And you could have walked away from some situations. You've come to the conclusion that certain things, certain people, certain mindsets cannot come with you, because what lies ahead is prosperity, and you are very focused on this prosperity. You're focused on setting those intentions, creating your practical plan, creating a schedule, becoming more organized, becoming more disciplined in what it is that you have to do, focusing on your self-love, focusing on the things that you can control, and fixating on the things that are going to help you gain that prosperity, no longer being fixated on things that you cannot control. Because the challenge is, by you walking away from something, or the challenge is by you focusing on your prosperity, it's going to be challenging, but there is a win-win outcome forecast. So possibly some of you guys could have been dealing with, and plus Libra is about balance. Libra is about, partnerships and harmony. So at this time, Spirit is telling me that It was a challenge, but you had to weigh the pros and cons. Okay, you had to weigh the pros and cons of people's, you know, positions in your life, old habits in your life, lack of discipline, lack of focus. You had to, in order for you to gain the prosperity that you have been praying for, that you've been manifesting, that you deserve, you have to bring your life back into balance. And I feel like that's and it's funny because in the hopes and fears position you have spiritual balance, spirituality, and practicality. So I feel like there is a apprehensiveness or fear of failure, a fear of imposter syndrome, not being able to, you know, succeed, like a fear of not being able to make things work. And we get caught up in, I feel like there needs to be a balance between not only being in your spiritual energy, not only trusting your intuition, and of course, some may have been getting a lot of confirmation from their horoscopes, from the spiritual leaders that they follow, that you're going on in the right path, and the worst is over, and the negativity that you endured is coming to an end. But you cannot just go based off of you know other people's words. You have to put the work in as well. You can't just expect it to just for you to just pray for something and it's just gonna fall out the sky. What have you done? you know Faith without work is dead. So what have you done to contribute to your prosperity? What adjustments have you made? What disciplines have you started to implement? That is why it's important that we set our intentions, not only for removing, things from our lives that no longer serve us, but also taking personal accountability for where we have lacked discipline, or we have lacked discipline in finances, and budgeting our money, spending our money on frivolous things, things of that nature. So, some of us may be you know unsubscribing to certain things that will take money out of our accounts every month, and reevaluating what is important. Do I really need this Netflix account if I don't use it? Or if we all live in the house, then we could all use one Netflix account. You know what I'm saying? Do I really need to get this Fashion Nova outfit on Afterpay? Or should I be focusing on, investing in getting that website design, investing in, different equipment that you could need for your business to, jump off, investing in stocks, investing in bonds. Like, it's really in time for you to start investing in yourself, and also investing in, you know, being disciplined, starting to establish a routine. Okay, like I said, emotions are running high, is the past energy. So some of us could have been going through a lot of emotions, especially I know for a fact I did with this past, full moon. And this is a super moon. So this is when, and I'm trying to remember when the super moon was last year. I can't remember off the top of my head, but from this, when the super moon came around, there could have been a lot of emotions, a lot of, so definitely look up, if you can, look up when the super moon came around last year, and and reflect on how you were feeling at that time. So that's specific for somebody. But yes, past, there's been a lot of emotions, there's been a lot of, healing, there's been a lot of crying, a lot of releasing, because at the recent past it says it's time to release negativity. So yeah, releasing negativity is hard, it's very emotional. And sometimes when we recognize that we were the problem and we were the person standing in our way, it's very hard to accept. It's very hard to, you know, to take accountability sometimes when we realize that the person that was in our way was ourselves all along. This is for somebody specifically where you're realizing that the biggest problem was you know, and you are taking accountability and making the adjustments needed. You're releasing the negativity that you allowed to enter your life, that you always had the power to free yourself from. And some are freeing themselves, like I said, from unbalanced relationships, unbalanced energy exchanges. And it's very emotional to, you have to come to terms with the fact that that person didn't care like I thought they did. That person didn't have my back like I thought they did. You know, I allowed this person to take advantage of my loving heart and kindness. But at the end of the day, by you, releasing yourself from this situation, not only are you going to win by you healing and growing, but the people attached to you by you raising your vibration, the people attached to you, the soul tribe that you gain by fully embracing who you are and embracing your path and focusing on your craft and on your business and on your health journey and on your mental health journey and on all these things that you are trying to bring back to balance at this time. You don't realize that the people attached to you, you're going to win. Now, I definitely said that, I believe, in the new moon and Capricorn message. Everything attached to me wins. Like, I don't know who made that song. Was it Tasha Page? No, I don't think. Was it Tasha Cobbs? I don't remember who wrote that song, but either way, everything attached to you wins. And certain people cannot be attached to you anymore because they're not meant to be with you in your winning season. Okay? Realize that by you releasing this, negativity, luck is going to be on your side regardless. But it's up to you to make that decision. Luck is always on your side, but always understand the wheel is still turning. Okay, this is the new moon in Sagittarius. Sagittarius is ruled by Jupiter, and the Jupiter card in the tarot is the Wheel of Fortune. And please recognize that the wheel is always turning. It's up to you, to make the decision to put your prosperity as your priority. Because your destiny is always going to be there for you, but you're going to make it harder for you. You're going to make it harder for yourself. What's meant for you will not miss you. But would you rather it be an easy transition? Not easy, but would you rather it be a more balanced transition? Or would you rather thrive in chaos? And people thrive in chaos, but is that something that you want to do? Be overly emotional, not being in control of, your emotions and giving your power away to people and their opinions and their lack of consistency, their lack of self-love. When you lack self-love, you attract people who lack self-love. So instead of you taking on other people's lack of self-love because they lack the ability to love, instead of taking that on as that being your issue, focus on the things that you can control instead of getting fixated on what you can't control. Because luck is on your side, beloveds. But it's up to you to make the decision to move forward. But the decision is yours. You can either make it easier for yourself or make it harder. It's a time to give rather to take, new moon in Virgo, for your path to the future. So it's time for some of my collectors to be more giving and less taking, less taking advantage of people, to be more willing to be giving of yourself, to be more willing to being vulnerable. Don't allow the past people who didn't appreciate you to change you and to change your heart, to take that genuine optimistic person and make you, more of a pessimist, to make you more guarded. Don't allow the things that happen to you to make you change who you are and change your ways. It's okay to be giving. It's okay to, be loving, but you have to be that way towards people who deserve it, or you will be depleted. So don't, allow things from the past to turn you into somebody that you are not. It's a time to be more giving of yourself when it comes to, your time, when it comes to investing time into your projects, into your self-improvement, into your healing. It's a time for you to be more selfless and less selfish, but don't be selfless to the wrong people. Okay? We have, for more information that you need to know, don't let your pride get in the way, full moon in Leo. Okay? So don't allow your pride to be your demise. Don't allow your ego self to control your, your movements. That's what I'm saying. It's important that you are in control of your emotions at this time, and don't move based off of your ego, your inner critic. Don't move based off of, energy of trying to control the situation. It's time for you to, here's the download. It's time for you to really invest in yourself and realize that in time, things, you're going to make the back end of what you invested. But by you investing, you have to realize that you're not going to break even in the beginning. So in the beginning of you establishing this business, in the beginning of you going through healing and, self-love and your spiritual awakening, things of that nature, you're going to have to be more giving of yourself and more giving of your energy. You know, you can't just expect to just do the bare minimum and expect things to, be prosperous. No, it's going to take time of, you know, people not getting the views you feel you deserve, not getting the um not getting the, you know, the validation you feel you deserve, not getting the, you know, not being as disciplined as you want to be. It's about being more, being more lenient with yourself, not being so hard on yourself, not allowing one relapse or one mistake, to just make you feel like you have made no progress at all. Okay, because your hard work is paying off. Okay, that is the more information that you need to know in the situation. Your hard work is paying off. New moon in Capricorn. So, like I said, utilize this new moon in Capricorn energy to set those intentions. Do not allow mistakes you feel like you've made. Don't allow shame from your past. Don't allow other people's opinions, don't allow your ego self to talk you out of something because you don't get the validation you feel that you deserve. Realize that takes time, okay? Especially with all this earth energy. Earth energy is Pentacles energy. Pentacles is the slowest suit in the tarot for a reason. Okay? If you are looking for, an instant, gratification or instant success, then you in the wrong field of work. Healing and growing a legacy, growing a business that you want to have longevity, it's going to take you trusting the journey. It's going to take you, being disciplined and creating a plan and creating a vision, writing down that vision, and being very, dedicated to the vision, okay? Because luck is on your side. Luck is on your side. But it's up to you to decide what you're going to do with that, lucky energy. Are you going to, be in it for the what you can get out of it, or are you going to be more giving of yourself? Because by you being more giving of yourself, you will receive more than somebody who is trying to, do it for instant gratification. When you do it for the love of it, when it's something that you're passionate about, when it's something that you could do for free, that is when God will bless you with the fruits of your labor, with the abundance that you always wanted for yourself. You have to do it for the love of it. It can't just be for instant gratification. It can't just be for, just to get a bag or just to get over. It has to be because this is something that you truly desire, that you truly want, okay? Because you worked your ass off for it. And I feel like you are in a position where you are remembering why you decided to walk away from that situation, why you decided to take this leap of faith, why you decided to, make the changes you needed to make. You are you're in a space where you need to balance your priorities. That's why you have to balance spirituality and practicality for the hope and fears. Okay, it's like a fear of success almost. It's like a fear of, because things aren't happening the way that you want it to happen. It's like you fear that it's not going to happen at all, and that is not true. Okay, it's about, staying balanced in your spirituality, staying connected to the divine, praying, meditating, and listening to your intuition, but as well as being smart as well as being practical, you know, making a plan and executing that plan, you know. And in order for you to do that, you have to utilize your intuition so you can make the right decisions, so you can create that plan, so you can create that vision. Okay, it's time to write it down. It's time to write the vision and make it plain. And, you know, when you do all of those steps, when you follow when you trust the process and you trust the journey and you follow your intuition, that is when powerful change is going to happen. But you need to remember why you started in the first place, why you decided to heal in the first place, why you decided to start that business in the first place, why did you decide to walk away from non-reciprocal relationships. Okay, and when you get back to the core of your why, that is when things are going to change. But if you are doing it for instant gratification, for people to give you a pat on the back, you know, you know, for your own personal gain instead of glorifying God, you know, and living in your purpose, that is what slows down, you know, the process, is when you're in it for the wrong reasons. That's specific for somebody. But yes, don't allow your emotions to get the best of you. Don't allow fear. Don't allow negative thinking, negative people, your ego, your pride to get in the way of the progress you've already made. Okay? You've already made a lot of progress. Now is the time to, you know, truly bring your life back to balance. Having a balance in your spiritual walking life, in your spiritual awakening, but also having balance in your prosperity, in your abundance, you know, and getting things done and getting your priorities straight. And once you have all of that balance, that is when change is going to come and the conclusions that you need are within your reach. It's important that you have faith in your dreams. Right underneath there it says have faith in your dreams. And if you have to take time to breathe out, you know, to reflect, to, you know, release, you know, to rest and to rejuvenate, then do that, because a new start is coming. Okay, heavy on this new moon energy in this spread. So it's now time to embrace these new beginnings, to set those intentions and to plant those seeds and water them, because you cannot plant a tree and expect it to grow overnight. Sorry, it's not like popping a TV dinner in the microwave and that shit is done in 5 minutes. It doesn't happen. Something that is worth having is going to take work. So I hope that this reading resonated with you, and I hope you have a wonderful week. And also, drink your water, grow your edges, and mind your business.